Hello everyone, Praise Scooter here, and welcome back to more Tears of the Kingdom. Last time, we finally hit that fabled too hot, too spicy area I've been talking about for about 5 videos. And now, we're going to find the border of where it is too hot and spicy to travel. Anyway, with that handled much more efficiently, now that I've realized there's a sentry out here, I'm watching me still get hit by a sentry. Also, I used one of my attack up cooking concoctions I made at the end of the last recording session because I just didn't want to spend forever trying to fight the same guys over and over again. But like, I want my friends to succeed more than me. And I guess some people will say this is some kind of weird. Some people will probably say it as such, and you know they're gonna. I don't care. Some people say it's kind of like some weird secondhand happiness. Whatever. I wanted to say another set of words, but I'm pretty sure if I do, I'm gonna get slapped with the age restricted guidelines faster than you can say, "Hey, is that an age restrict?" I got a boat. But I want my friends to succeed, and again, more than me. And I say it like this because this may come up at some point in the quote-unquote future, to an extent. In a video series in the future. So I guess I'm kind of spoiling videos in the future. But I've kind of come to grips with the fact that, like, my time in the limelight being the focus, or like the person that is going to be in the limelight, I understand that my time in the limelight, it will come, it will go, and I shouldn't try and keep my time in the limelight the most there. So say, oh, that's a mark that means nothing. Oh, that's a mark I just put down because, yeah, okay, so blue. My time in the limelight will be limited. Like, well, I'm definitely not at the point now where oh, hi, tree. I'm definitely not at the point in life now where I need to be thinking about, you know, how am I gonna pass things on to the next generation, you know, that crap. But I'm kind of coming to the grips with the fact that, you know, I'll do what I can to try and leave an impression on the world. And if it's not the biggest impression, whatever. It's... Get your thoughts in order before you try and make a wholesome point about this, Scooter. My time is not forever. Hell, in my time, you watching this, my time in your eyes is not forever. There may come a point when you get tired of this conversation we're having right now, of me attempting to be wholesome and failing at it expertly. There will come a time when you're tired of me and you move on, and I'll just be nothing but a distant memory. I've come to grips with that. This sounds very, I'm not sure if grotesque or morose is the right word for this, if either of those are the right word. But like, I've come to grips with the fact that I'm not gonna be the one. I'm not gonna be that guy. Despite what a previous video title may have said, I realize I'm not gonna be him. But with what time I do have, this is a battle arena, isn't it? Oh no, this is a building platform. With the time I do have, I'm just gonna try my best to make people happy. That's my main goal. And I hope that in some weird backwards way, I pass that teaching along to everybody else as well. I need to see what the hell it is over here. And if in the process of all this, if I can look over and see my homies, see my boys doing better than me and excelling at a thing better than me, or excelling in general, that's all I want. That's an end goal for me. If I could sacrifice what little positive impact or what little impact I've made on the world to let my friends have more of an impact on top of their greater impact than mine, I'll do so. Now this might come across as me trying to be like a social media martyr of some kind. I think that's actually, oddly enough, probably the closest analogy I can give to what I'm describing right now. Oh boy. By the way, martyr is not a bad word. It's just been made a bad word by various things in the last decade and a half. But yeah, I feel like I feel like some kind of like social media martyr at this point in my life. It's just, I don't got much to give. what I do got to give, I'm going to give it as well as I can. Which is very back-asswards and hypocritical when I realized that not even a few minutes ago I said, yeah, I'm not going to name drop because that's becoming a problem of mine. I need to realize I can name drop somebody if it's to their benefit, but not to my own benefit. But a lot of times when I think of name... This is just a sheer cliff face, isn't it? Hold on, before I climb any higher. Take a step back. Oh yeah, it's a sheer cliff face. Okay, there's no going higher at this point. But yeah, like, I feel like a name dropping... That's why I stopped trying to name drop, just because I feel like me name dropping in any capacity, it's going to be, at least even to me, it's going to be misconstrued as I'm trying to leech off of somebody else's success. Scooter, about 10 to 8 years ago, would be doing that constantly. I'd be name dropping everywhere. Hell, there are videos out there of me just scrolling by a big name, at the time, a big name YouTuber being like, oh yeah, I talk with this guy on the regular. He says it's cool if I do this thing that he does. Like, Scooter of the Past has done that. And I hate Scooter of the Past. Now, I only name drop if the person in question is literally in the same recording session. Like, I think with this... Man, where is this? Oh, this isn't one of those ones that's... Oh, it's in a secluded. I can't go get that right now. I could, but just going for that one right now is a bad deal. Let's go for the yellow. And then I'll actually... We'll take a small break from this while I go to the surface. We'll take a small break and go to the surface, and then get that Lightroot that's strewn off. Guys, congratulations! We're gonna go... Oh, there's no Lightroot over there. I just saw it, but now I can't... now I have the camera in such a way where I can't see it. Hello? Hello? It's not the one we're going for right now. I hate that we're actually like walking the perimeter around the Lightroot we can't get to. There is a Lightroot like somewhere, you know, while I'm... Oh, is that the one we're going towards? Now I'm confused. By the way, my map awareness is terrible. My map and geographical awareness is absolutely garbage. Like, you could put my map awareness next to a Garboder, and you could say that Garboder knows what it's talking about. Somehow found a way to rope that into a joke involving Pokemon. I have a gift. Unfortunately, it's not Christmas. But yeah, like, do I have room for weapons? I don't think I do. No, I do not. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, like, it's just that I realized in the past name dropping is something I used to try and get a leg up when I was starving for views, starving for attention. Oddly enough, this is going to tie into a mental space I was in, and actually can relate back to kind of this whole theming that I've had this series so far. Hi, Hans. I don't require your assistance yet, Hans. Okay, that's an enemy camp, which means I got it. I got it close to a Lightroot. Nope. There's one. Is that... That's not the one we're going towards, but I'm going to make sure I highlight here. Highlight, because we're going to make a trip down here, back down here later. Okay. I need to see what I'm doing up ahead. Go suck your head. But, yeah, so... Even though I've done the whole name dropping thing in the past to try and get ahead, now it's just... I will only name drop if it helps somebody else get ahead, which, keep in mind, I don't have a very big footprint, an internet footprint right now, aka I don't have a lot of... Again, notoriety is not the right word, but I'm using the word notoriety anyway. Notoriety is usually in a negative connotation, but thanks to people I've seen play Saints Row, that's my only way I know to acknowledge somebody has a big following, is with that word of notoriety. Anyway, considering I don't have a very big internet footprint in the grand scheme, I use what limited, but I will still use what limited one I have to name drop somebody to make them better. I'm waiting to like look to my left and just see a big monster chilling in the field out there. So, like, I guess in an aspect, like, in the whole general scheme, like, this is the thumbnail for this video you saw right now. In the whole general grand scheme and aspect of it, like, the council. The council shall decide your fate. Actually, that's a pretty good waypoint. Actually, should I? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do something dumb. Ooh, that's a little bright. I'm going to mark this pin with a treasure chest for the future, just to tell myself, hey, dumb butt, you could come back here later. And there's... What? What? Hey, I was busy. I actually got scared by that. I'm mad. This is not to dunk on the person in question. It's not dunking on the person in question, but this is also, but because their reach on YouTube specifically is not where I am, this is kind of an example of it. Even though in the grand scheme they have more of an online presence than I do. Lazy Loaf, the person I actually commissioned to do the art for these videos that involve the depths, her art, like, I will name drop her constantly, because even though it was a commission, you know, I traded money for art. I want to promote that person because they gave me art, or well, loosely based art. Ooh, that might be the edge of the border for the hot place. But yeah, they provided me with art that I'm using on these videos, so I will use my. Oh, it's just a keys. Okay, I was like, no, not now. But I will use my limited reach in one social media aspect to tell you, hey, find them on other social media aspects and possibly commission them, give them attention, like their art, give them a thumbs up. There, we're in a wooded area. I'm looking for a very obvious stump. There is not a very obvious stump, although I'm pretty sure to the north a little bit is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure to the north a little bit is a lit up place that I'm going to go to. So yeah, lazy though. They did the art for the thumbnails here. Show, go give him a high five. Also, that is in the hot area, so I know we can't get at that yet. Okay, I'll leave it because it's actually not that far off. Now, where was... I guess I'll look at... Oh, it's backwards a bit. Okay. Oh, wait. The Minchie Grove! Hey, everybody remembers the Minish. I remember the Minish. Man. Scooter, when are you going to do a video series on Finish Cap? At some point. Alright, Tunic in the Sky, let's go! Away! Talking about other Zelda games right now. At some point, I'm going to get to Minish Cap. Like, there are a lot, like, Minish Cap, I would say other than Phantom Hourglass, Minish Cap is probably one of the last, I lost the Beacon of Light already. Am I going to warp up just to try and find that light beacon again? Yes, I am. But yeah, like, Minish Cap is one of those, is like one of two Zelda games. Okay, like, well, I shouldn't say two. There's probably 3 or 4 if I actually sit down and think about it. Yeah, there is more if I think about it. 3. There's a third. Christ. Minish Cap is a game I'm going to come back to. It's a game I'm going to come back to along with Phantom Hourglass. But other than those two games and there, now I will not get lost. Other than those two games and the original Legend of Zelda, I don't got much left in my inventory for Zelda games, I'll be honest, until it becomes fully blind playthroughs, which there's plenty of games for that. I know I've talked about a handful of them, about at least one, a lot of times, because it actually, oddly enough, gets asked of me a lot of times and brought up a lot, so I guess I'll touch on that again. I do want to, at some point, do blind, and I do mean blind playthroughs of... Is that a Lightroot I haven't touched yet? That is a Lightroot I haven't touched yet. My map just went hot, hot, hot. Okay, just carefully tread here. Where is that in relation to everything else? Oh! I just couldn't see that. Okay. I gotta tread lightly here because I can't go anywhere. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, like I said, Minish Cap and Phantom Hourglass. Those are two Zelda games I want to come back to at some point. As proper playthroughs. But of those two, Minish Cap's the only one I have. Really, there's nothing here. This is just a red herring of sorts. This can't be a red herring. I guess it's just a red herring. Anyway, Minish Cap is actually the only of those. Minish Cap's the only one of those two Zelda games I left right now that I know of that I can do a proper 100% playthrough. Phantom Hourglass was kind of in that period of time in my life where I just beat games to beat them and I didn't care about 100%. Which I use discretion when I 100% a lot of games, but at some, like, in my teens to early 20s, like, a lot of games, when I played them to beat them. This is also in a period of time in my life. Wow. This seems like a temple. Where am I in the map, by the way? I know where I am in the map. Oh no, I know where I am. Okay, I'll stop. Yeah, of those two games, like Minish Cap is the only one I like have proper 100% completion, and I do mean 100% completion. Yeah, -1. That looks familiar. -1, like a 0.1 percentile, and everybody who knows Minish Caps knows what I mean by that 0.1 percentile. Outside of a 0.1 percentile, I have 100% of Minish Cap. Dang it. But that 0.1 percentile is something that's something that only the foolhardy have 100%ed on. Man, there's a lot of Lightroots here. Huh, Korok Grove? What does that mean? Well, I will tell you right now, even though the game hasn't directed it. Okay. This is important, but I'm going to put a pin in the hole. I'm going to say it out loud in my brain, so loud enough so my brain remembers it. We'll talk more about the Zelda games I want to complete topic. But the game hasn't directed us to on the surface, but if you were to come to this area on the surface, which keep in mind, here on the surface, this is the Lost Woods, or for lack of a better term otherwise, this is where the Great Deku Tree lives. We're in the Great Deku Tree's neck of the woods. No pun intended. Also, I hate this area because it's pretty much entirely gloom infested, and you pretty much have to tree hop to get anywhere. But it's also infested with Lightroots. But if you were to go to the surface, like, for those of you who don't remember Breath of the Wild, I'll just tell you, and also this is spoilers if you're playing Breath of the Wild and want to figure this out on your own, which this is your 3-second warning on how to solve the Lost Woods in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, you know, I did this too. If you approach the Lost Woods in this game, and you think, oh, Breath of the Wild strategy, I'm just going to pull out a torch. I'm just going to grab this torch that's nearby, because they put a torch right nearby, and light it on fire, and let the smoke trail coming off it guide me through the forest. With Tears of the Kingdom, it is impossible. And I'm not saying that just to be cute or funny or haha. In Tears of the Kingdom, it is impossible. Sorry, impossible. I got thinking about dinner and I got distracted. It is impossible to navigate the Lost Woods on the surface. I'm leaving such a heavy break there so nobody tries to read between the lines when I'm trying to say it is impossible, not doable. You will not do it in this fashion. It is impossible to navigate the Lost Woods in any fashion. To get the Lost Woods this time, you must come from the depths. Which we'll have a way to get there pretty soon. You'll see it pretty quick once we pop up here. Now, the Lost Woods is home to a very easy set of, for the most part, a very easy collection of shrines to acquire. Shrines and, in this case, Lightroots. Like, for whatever reason, in this game duology, in this location of Hyrule, going to excuse me. Going to the Lost Woods is just is 4 boom 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 back-to-back Lightroots. Easy. No questions, no funny gimmicks, just, I guess, sorry, shrines. The words are mincing in my brain and it's not helping. The Lost Woods is 4 easy shrines, back to back to back. But also, take note of where we are right now. I mean, there's, oh wait, this is right here. Let's go get the Lightroot up there just so I can kind of get a better scope of it and also see where the other 2 Lightroots are out here because I probably have gone past them, but I forgot. I forgot. No, put it down. Ah! My shin! He kicked you in the face. Kind of hard to not kick me in the face when his foot is bigger than my torso. No, no, no. Now give me your goods. But yeah, note the area that we're in, and note that there is, you know, that it's all big tree roots, and actually living tree roots to as well. These are alive. Huh. Who has roots that would be this, or who or what would have roots this big that would be able to permeate the earth in this fashion? And still be alive. If you said Santa Claus, I'm gonna slap you. Come here. Come closer. Closer. No, closer still. No, closer bad. As we begin our exploration around the Korok Forest, well, we're actually gonna stop things here. Everyone, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. And I'm sorry.